What is going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning into the MoveOTX channel here today, guys. Hope you guys are having a great end, or near end, to your 2023. I know I sure am. Things are flying by, and before you know it, it's going to be 2024. So, doing something a little different here today, something I've been meaning to put up on the channel. We are at DeAnza College, and DeAnza College is a huge, really nice college campus for the Bay Area. Immensely popular, and we are going to go this way to the DeAnza College Flea Market. So they've been doing this flea market free admission for as long as I can remember, since I was a little kid living and growing up in the Bay Area. And this event started off in the early days of the college with students at the beginning of the year or at the end of the year session selling, furniture and desks and things like that as they move in and out of the dorms and the apartments and that kind of thing. And slowly over the decades, over the years, it's just totally evolved into just a big open market, and it's really, really fun. I come here all the time whenever I can, and I just love looking and shopping and browsing and getting my hands on stuff. This is kind of a flashback to, I think, eras of the past, how people used to go to open markets and buy things, haggle for things, negotiate prices, things like that. And I think that's sorely missing in today's society. So anyhow, it's a gorgeous campus, as you can see. Most Bay Area junior colleges are. And I parked at the main parking lot right off Highway 85. And the market is just up ahead. Alrighty, guys, so we are entering the DeAnza College Flea Market, and right away I'm encountering copyrighted music blasting out over a PA or a vendor. So I'm going to just continually talk here, but you're looking at one of the main rows. The nice thing about this flea market is a lot of it has solar panel roofing, and so a lot of these vendor booths remain shaded during hot summer months. Probably 2/3 of it is shaded like this. So in the hot summer afternoons, you can simply focus on some of the shadier areas like I do. But a day like today, it's not going to be like that at all. So I'm going to go down these rows up and down, and most of this is going to be kind of a walkthrough type video. A lot of vendors do not like being put on camera, so I'm simply going to have to do a walkthrough on this and selectively point out things as I go. So I sincerely apologize for the field audio sirens and ambulances in the background here, guys. A couple of them going on at once, I think. This is not a high crime area. In fact, it's just the opposite. Cupertino is one of the most prosperous and well-educated and wealthiest areas in the Bay Area. So going to do something a little different here, guys. I am in post editing right now, and I'm adding supplemental audio to the video feed here, in addition to the field audio that's captured from the camera. So a lot of toy vendors were really popular today. I think it's because of the proximity to the holidays, and I think people in general were a little more relaxed. I don't know if it's because of the holidays, maybe Halloween, or maybe the weather was so nice, but people were just buying things. I've been at this flea market and other flea markets too in the Bay Area, and the vendors just flat out say, hey, people aren't buying things. And this was as recently as late summer, late July, August time frame. And throughout this video, you're going to see people with market carts, shopping carts, dollies or hand trucks or whatever, loaded up. I mean, full. People like this this group here with shopping bags and people buying stuff. Shoulder bags, shopping bags, backpacks.
That's cute. Be careful because...
So it was really, really good to see that. Just in this video, look, more handbags. Just handbags and shoulder bags full of merchandise. So it was really good to see that. A lot of knife vendors. And so those of you who don't know, I'm kind of a knife guy. I'm camping, hiking, backpacking. So field knives and camping gear, backpacking gear, that kind of stuff is kind of what I'm into. So a lot of knife vendors out here today. More than usual, actually. I know that's always kind of a controversial subject, so I didn't really film it that much. So this vendor had some really nice wristwatches in that glass display case. Of course, there's always the everything for $1 table. Those are always really popular. So one thing I noticed too is I think a lot of people, many booths actually, had merchandise like purchased in bulk from like Alibaba and places like that, and they were selling like Christmas holiday ornaments and decorations and trees and things. So here's another knife vendor that really got me. This guy actually had a whole table. Just an awesome day. Crowd is really intense. Probably the most crowded I've seen it here in a while, to be honest. All the Christmas vendors, decorations are really gathering a lot of attention. So here's a good example of what I was talking about, how well shaded this market is. And it was hot, it was warm today. For November, first weekend in November, I mean it was like mid-upper 70s. Shorts and t-shirt weather, total. Awesome. And this is probably a good snapshot, a good representation of just Bay Area weather. We don't really get a cold front, a bitter cold front until late December, January and February. Temperatures are very warm and comfortable through Thanksgiving. I love this video here, this shot here. It just shows the family nature of this market. A lot of return customers and return vendors, you know, engaging in idle chit chat and that kind of thing. More shopping carts. Look at all these shopping carts full of people buying stuff. Look at that, left and right. More bags, handfuls of bags, shoulder bags, shopping bags. I think more so than any other time at this flea market, it looked like people were really buying stuff. So, I don't think I mentioned, this market is the first Saturday of every month, rain or shine. It's at the main DeAnza College parking lot, and it runs from 8 o'clock till 2 o'clock. It's crowded today. So I think a lot of vendors actually stay beyond the 2 o'clock window, and they just kind of let them hang out. And so even if you decide to stay, there's still a lot of good deals. There's a $5 table. Not getting a whole lot of attention, as you could see. More carts. More carts and dollies, either full or being filled. And this is, I think, really a lifestyle is what I can tell. You know, a lot of these people that are out here selling things, they're retired. I heard that type of conversation from multiple vendors out here. They're just retired and they're selling products from flea market to flea market. There's flea market in Alameda, I heard one say. There's another one in Sacramento, and a couple others. So the one vendor that was missing is the bike seller. There's a guy out here that sells new and used bikes, and he has a lot of bike accessories and bike parts. And I like browsing his booth all the time. But he wasn't here today. So my big attraction to coming here is the CDs, the used CDs. So you can buy used CDs for $1, $2 a piece. And I don't think I filmed it here, but I spent a lot of time browsing through the CD selection. And I walked away with 2 CDs, $1 a piece. And this seller was selling some new guitars. And as a guitar player myself, they were kind of chit-chatting about the brand. The brand he was selling is Samick, S-A-M-I-C-K. They're a Korean brand from probably the late 70s. They've been around for a while. So if you guys see a Samick guitar at the flea market, take a look at it. Give it a play. They're well-made instruments for not a whole lot of money. A lot of potted plant and landscaping vendors here. That doesn't really interest me since I'm not a homeowner, but if you guys are into that sort of thing, a lot of garden decorations and garden yard artwork, sculpture kind of vendors here, as well as live potted plants. And look, another cart just in front of us.
Are you enjoying yourself?
I don't know what it is. I'm not joking. I've been up and down through this mall, and I swear to you guys, you wouldn't see this many people with carts and bags full. And this is the beginning of the day. Maybe that's why, I don't know. This is just the beginning of the day. I would imagine as people browse, they're going to be buying more. So this is probably around 11 o'clock at this time. I was kind of bummed, actually. There was one vendor selling some camping gear and some camping equipment, and he had a couple things that I wanted to buy. I looked at it and kind of put it down, and I came back to his booth, and his camping gear was gone, cleaned out. He had some stormproof matches, some compasses, some magnetic compasses, things like that, little accessories that were gone. Ah, man. So you win some and you lose some. There's a cyclist there, a fellow cyclist there. They do have bike racks being a college campus, so if you want, it is bike friendly here, absolutely. They do allow pets and dogs and animals. I believe they have to be on a leash. Exhibit A. The little puppy dog is kind of freaking out over another dog. He just like went into instant attack mode.
Jeez.
That was funny.
I guess so.
Total family environment. A lot of little kids in strollers and families out today. I did not once smell pot smoke, marijuana smoke. And that's getting exceedingly rare in the Bay Area. Annoyingly, exceedingly rare in the Bay Area. Everywhere you go, it smells like burning couch. Not here, not today. Actually, never at this flea market, to be quite honest. Now look at this guy, full cart with a Home Depot box full of stuff. Man. And this is how I kind of like to do it. See the shaded portion in between the walkways? I kind of go down the shaded portion so I'm not getting cooked in the sun. And I just kind of go back and forth from side to side. I mean, you name it, they have it here. Footwear, clothing, hats, shirts, jackets, jewelry, accessories, tools. You name it, this place has it. Of course, it's a flea market, so it's hit or miss, right? They may not have the exact one that you want, but my daughter was saying one of the bigger jewelry vendors here has a really elaborate website too, where you can buy her products online, and I think her flea market stall is more or less like her overstock, surplus inventory and overstock, where she kind of blows things out. So her booth is always really crowded, and it's just table upon table upon table of various types of jewelry. I'm not into that, but even though I'm not into that, it's still impressive. And look at these people, more and more bags loaded with merchandise. Another cyclist, awesome. Good to see you guys out there. And there's a couple tool and die vendors, tool vendors out here, and literally it's like Harbor Freight. Like Harbor Freight sidewalk sale is literally what these guys are like, and probably better quality than Harbor Freight too. Maybe not, I guess. Hit or miss, right? Quality level is going to be hit or miss on a lot of these things. Like any flea market, know what you're looking at, research, and know before you buy. I love looking at the old antiques. Old antique housewares, furniture, sporting goods, you name it, old radios. I'm big into terrestrial radio, AM and FM, and that kind of thing. So if I ever find a transistor radio that I like, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I didn't see any Disney vendors. There's usually a couple Disney collectible vendors at this market. I didn't see them today. A lot of those guys are selling movie merchandise, theme park souvenir, discontinued merchandise, that kind of thing. They're obviously collectors themselves. So. You know, the one thing this market doesn't have a lot of is military surplus. So if you guys are like me and you're kind of into outdoor gear and camping and that kind of thing, and if you have an interest in military surplus, not really. Not so much here. I think there are other flea markets that have more selection along those lines. Yeah, I bought a pair of CDs from that seller. He had a lot of nice books, and he had some really well organized CDs. I bought an Ace of Base CD today, and a Mr. Big, Paul Gilbert, Mr. Big, Billy Sheehan CD from there today. And early 90s happening there. Living in the past. I'm living in the past. That's kind of how I feel when I go through this market. It's kind of like time travel. And I'm seeing old coffee mugs and coolers and clothing styles from when I was a kid, you know. And so this is kind of like time travel. It's kind of cool. Another antique vendor there. A lot of interesting brass and copper work. Flea?
The white one. 25? 25?
This booth is always interesting. This man is one of those metal fabricator, metal workers, welding and that kind of brazing and welding. A lot of interesting artwork creations in his booth. The waterfall here displays that weren't working. He's got little battery-powered fish tank pumps and things that circulate water through some of those. So those are pretty cool.
Remember when you were choking and a guy saved you? That was art? That was.
So you can see there big box vans and cargo trailers full of gear, full of merchandise.
I see you got all the goodies before they
This seller on the right has a ton of jewelry, and he's here every market. Bracelets, necklaces, earrings, mostly vintage. A lot of sports memorabilia too. If you guys are into sports collectibles and sports memorabilia. One lady had a autographed 49ers Rydell helmet from the 1990s, mid-90s. Had a Jerry Rice signature and a Steve Young signature on it from that 94 Super Bowl. 94, 95 Super Bowl winning team. She wanted $650 for it. The other thing that's funny to do is at these markets is just people watching. I mean, people of all walks of life, from all ethnicities and all ages. It's just fun just to people watch and hang out and strike up casual conversations with people. A lot of them are collectors and they're into different hobbies and things that are out on display here. So it's really fun to chat with people about things like that, whatever their interests are.
Framing's not cheap.
Yeah, right. Well, there was this. We walked over to this thing. So we didn't want to walk it.
No, it's her friend.
Alrighty, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me here today at the DeAnza College Flea Market. Hope you guys enjoyed this little walkthrough as much as I enjoyed filming it. So I'm gonna go finish up over here, pick up a big bag of kettle corn, and this will be my big purchase of the day for sure. I'll catch you all later on the next one, everyone.